Hello everyone, welcome to the next 7-day messages. So these messages are from Spirit for each zodiac sign for the next 7 days. These messages are timeless. Whenever you fall on it, just know these messages are for your next 7 days. Let's get started. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your next 7 days. So your overall message that we have is a win-win outcome is forecast. Where this is playing out, how this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in, we have truth. And then the additional messages, excuse me, with the tarot, we have the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Wands and the Emperor. Now when I was shuffling, and the truth and the win-win came, it was like, gosh, when we are truthful and when we are honest, everybody wins. That was the first message that came straight out. Okay, so this overall energy is a win-win outcome is forecast. And the spirits just said to me, don't worry Sagittarius, whichever way it goes will be perfect. Now that is hard to just trust like that. It is hard to just go, okay, I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You show me the way and I'm going. I'm good. I don't really mind which way it happens, what happens. That's really a beautiful space to get to, but it's not easy to get there. The more you can embrace that energy, the easier your next 7 days is going to go. Thank you, Spirit. Spirits, it said to me, I'm going to find a better way to word that. Trust that no matter what happens in your next 7 days, Sagittarius, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect for what you need right now. There isn't any imbalances. There isn't any wrong or right. It's just going to be what it is. And it will have meaning. It will be what you need. Maybe not what you want, but it'll be what you need, and you will realize that. You will realize that, Sagittarius. Spirit's calling me on because I'll probably come back to the card when we get into a bit more information with the other cards. So this is playing out in truth, and the card says, when everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. And this is, that last little bit. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. And Spirit showed me a puppet on a string, and you're not a puppet on a. We're not puppets to Spirit. But it showed me that this is going to be difficult to explain. So please bear with me. A puppet has a story. Okay, imagine a puppet has a story. And then when different people pull the strings of the puppet, they give it another story again. A depth that that puppet would never have had on its own. And then another pair of hands will give it another depth and another depth. And this puppet will end up having experiences that it never ever would have if it had been solely in charge of its life. It would have directed its life in one way, in the way that it knew. It would have changed because we change our minds and things like that, but it wouldn't have the depth of experience that it does by all these different people that at one point or another would have grabbed those puppet strings and made a story. And that is the image that Spirit wants you to hold on to. By allowing, and the Spirit's saying it's a win-win outcome, but by allowing, by connecting to Spirit, God, our higher self, all that is, Creator, whatever you want to call it, my beautiful friends, there's this sense that our experiences are deepened and enriched. The truth behind our life and our experiences becomes so much more. When Spirit guides us, we don't just eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work, or eat, sleep, play, or whatever it is. There's a richness that comes in. We find ourselves in places and with people we never would have imagined. Spirit just said to me, because I'm kind of saying to Spirit, where are we going? And Spirit said, no, this is what's happening. And this is where you're going to find yourself, in a depth of experience that you never imagined. Spirit's saying to me with this Six of Cups, children understand this. Children play. And when they play, the process of them make-believing is they tap into something other than themselves. You know, a child can imagine itself as an astronaut. A child has no knowledge of astronauts. Do you know, not like in the scheme of things, do you know what I mean? You know, they can imagine their life as a rock star, and, you know, it's like, really, can they imagine themselves? But they tap into something more than them. Their imagination links them almost, it's like they just plug into Spirit. And they have, when children are allowed to play like that, when they're allowed to let their imagination run wild, they tap into source. They tap into a world of experience that is far beyond them. Gosh, Sagittarius, I don't know what you're going to be doing, but it sounds really interesting. And I feel like it's something that you've never thought of. It's something that kind of makes you go, what? I keep getting shown that puppet. You know, you could have people from different cultures and different lifetime, you know, because puppet, well, if it's well looked after, it can go generation to generation, can't it? So it can transcend time, kind of thing, you know, or decades or whatever. It's almost like my Spirit just said to me, you couldn't imagine this for yourself. You couldn't have imagined this, whatever this is. So then we come to the Ten of Wands, and this is a difficult period ending. I'm just seeing this as the path that you've been walking. It's almost like if you can tap into this energy that we've just been talking about, it's kind of like the hard work's going to turn into play, or the play's coming in, and it's going to alleviate just this impression of being bogged down somehow. This 10 of Wands always makes me feel like there's no imagination here. There's no, this is not a good time. This is just a means to an end. This is just, I've got to do my work, to take it into the village, to get paid, to go back and do it all over again. It's just a means to an end. And in your reading, I don't even know if I've ever said that before with the 10 of Wands, but that's coming through so strongly in your reading. There's something in your life that you've been doing as a means to an end that you're not doing anymore, because this, whatever this is, comes in and just goes, here you go. Oh my gosh, I love that. And it empowers you in some way. Where you might have felt like you were on shaky ground, or you were so unsure, or you couldn't find direction, suddenly you've got direction, you're sure-footed, you've got foundation, you've got direction, and you're on solid ground. You're sure-footed and you're sure of yourself. You know what you know, and you know there are also things that you don't know, and you're okay with that. But this journey that starts off so kind of imaginary, out in the ether, becomes very concrete. Wow, what a message. I'm going to leave that message there for you, Sagittarius. Love, light and blessings, my friends. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.